Hey everybody, how you doing? It's been a little while since I've been on here live talking to you. So I've been thinking a little bit, trying to explain how my journey started, particularly with weight loss and how I got into isogenics. As people know, like 3 years ago, I was overweight. I was sick. I was tired like everybody else. But I had to do something. I tried, my own diet. I tried my own exercise routine, and nothing really worked. Um, then something crazy happened, and my wife Wendy said, "Hey, call my friend Laura. She's got this awesome uh, program she did." And I was like, "Well, whatever. We'll see what happens." So what I have with me today are the three things I started with. It was so easy, and I was like, you know what? I'll just give it a shot. Nothing's nothing saying I can't try it or see what happens. So, first of all, what I needed to do was lose some weight. I only needed to lose maybe 25 or 30 pounds. So I figured, hey, I can do this. No big deal. So what I started with was these shakes. These are the Isoline French vanilla shakes. They're my favorite ones of all because you can mix them with anything you want. I mix them with strawberries most days because the kids like strawberries too. So I just kind of mix them with it. It's super easy, about 30 seconds in the morning. Boom, there's breakfast. I bring a little pre-made packet to work in case I'm traveling, so I can just mix it in my car or whatever. And 30 seconds later, there's lunch. And now it's like, I've lost the weight. At my lowest, I had dropped like 50 pounds, and put back on a few with adding workouts and weightlifting to my routine. But pretty much the weight's still gone. And now the shakes are mainly just for convenience. Like I said, it's 30 seconds for breakfast, 30 seconds for lunch, and boom, it's done. When I started Isogenics, my main thing was, weight loss and energy. So I didn't even know what I was missing. Laura suggested that I try two things: the E plus shots, which are the most incredible, clean, non-shaky, jittery energy. So all it is a little tiny bottle like this, 2 ounces of go-go juice, if you will. This stuff is awesome. You take a little shot of it. I used to just do a half a shot in the morning before I go to the gym because I wasn't sure how I would act to it. So I would take a half a shot of this and about 2 ounces of Ionic Supreme or Mama's Little Helper or Daddy's Little Helper, whatever you want to call it. This is the lifesaver. This is gets me through the day. It kind of takes the edge off of stress at work. It just makes things easy to deal with, and it gives you this great energy. Again, where you're not bouncing off walls, you're not super hyped up or annoying, pretty much like that naturally anyway. So between these three things, the Ionic Supreme, my E plus shots, and these shakes, this is all I did for 3 months. I like to call myself, all I did was two shakes, a shot of the E plus, a shot of the Ionics, cleaned up my snacks. I went from, just telling myself a little snack, no matter what was healthy, to just watching what my snacks were. I bring some carrot sticks to work and have a little baggie, or I start off with just regular yogurts I would bring. So, but then I started reading ingredient stuff, and I kind of got into Greek yogurts, and those are kind of yummy. So I changed it every now and again to see what my palate's like. You don't want to get too bored with stuff. So that's where I started, and it's been almost 3 years now. Sometimes I have one shake a day. Sometimes I do have two. On the odd days where I'm doing a whole lot of stuff, I've had three, just because that's what I feel like having. I think yesterday I might have only had one. I don't really remember. But anyway, that's where I started. And as far as what it's helped me do, for those of you who've known me for a long time know that I have some, injuries from my time in the Army or other extracurricular activities that have, left me kind of bruised and broken and stuff. So the big challenge was getting fit with adding energy and not, hurting myself anymore, which was a huge part. I would just do stuff that would make things even worse. So when I started this a little over 3 years ago, I honestly swear to God, I could not walk more than 30 minutes on a treadmill. I was a puddle of sweat. I was miserable. I was winded. It was at the slowest setting, 30 minutes, and I was done. I would come home and I would feel good because I did it, but I was like, wow, I got to build up my stamina. So for a good year and a half, that's all I did was walking on the treadmill or walking outside. And part of the Run Your Health group, I'm part of the fitness portion of it. They go running every Saturday. So, and I had not gone ever. I was like, no, I can't run. I can't run. I can't run. And then I'm like, sure, I can. I can go out there and try it because there's people that walk and people that run. So I went out there and I said, I'm just going to walk today. And that lasted about 100 yards. And then I started running with people. So that was my first time running in probably 10 or more years, was in November of 2015. And then it got easier and easier. The shin splints stopped, the pulled muscles stopped, the pain stopped. So sometime in, I don't know, the next February, probably 3 months later, I decided that, there's a lot of good that can be done from being fit and being active with a group, that maybe I could try to raise some money for a great charity. So I'm like, you know what? Let me sign up for a half a marathon. I figure if I can run 3 or 4 miles, I could probably do 13. My math isn't the greatest, but I figured, hey, why not? And I did it. And yeah, it hurt. It was a lot of training, a lot of time, due to life circumstances and kids and other stuff. A lot of the training was done on my own at night in the middle of winter, because a marathon in May means that your training is in the dead of winter. So I did it. And it wasn't the fastest time, wasn't the slowest time, but it was my time. I'm too old to be racing anybody. I got plenty of medals from whatever, and I don't need that kind of stuff, but I did it. And the most important part is we raised a lot of money for an awesome charity, which is really what it's all about. So then I got lazy after that first half marathon a year ago. I did a couple more longer runs, and then I did another half marathon in October, which I, without very much training at all, I actually ran it 5 minutes faster, with, a few miles of it carrying a big American flag. So that was kind of cool. And then I decided, like, well, geez, maybe I can just do this for charity, and kind of like set out little goals for myself to maybe run a half in May and a half in October to see how things go. And then as the winter progressed, I noticed I was getting stronger. I still do my shakes, as I said. I still do the energy drinks. I still do everything. But I was getting stronger, and I wasn't in as much pain as I had anticipated. So I started, asking around, like, how much does a marathon suck? Like, how bad is 26 miles on you? And a lot of it's mental. Yeah, sure, some of it hurts, but, a lot of it is mental. Once you get past the fact that you're out there for hours and hours and hours running, it's not that bad. So I started training, started upping my runs, and actually found an awesome calendar, which had been there forever, on our Run Your Health Facebook page, that I kind of outlined what I should do, my running days, my long run days, rest days, and workout days. And I followed it. I'm not much for rules. I'm not much for following things or being too politically correct all the time, but I followed something. And you know what? It worked. Whenever I had a long run, whether it be 12, 13, 14, or whatever miles, I tried to do a little bit more, and I did. On a day when I was supposed to do 18 miles, I did 20. On a day I'm supposed to do 20 miles, I did 22. But really what set it up, set in my mind that I can do this was the day after Wendy and the kids went to Florida. I was home alone, and my friend Danielle from our running group asked if I wanted to go on a long run, which, I live, not really close to everybody else in the group, but it was cool. It's like, hey, what else am I going to do at 5 o'clock on a Sunday morning? We get up and go run 20 miles. So I did it. And amazingly enough, from mile 19 to 20, that's when my second wind kicked in. And it's like, you know what? If I can run with somebody for 4 hours and we can talk the whole damn time and have fun doing it and not be totally dead at the end of the day, I could probably do 26. Um, and that the next weekend was Easter, so I did another long run up at my in-laws' house up in the Berkshires. And the long run on the schedule was supposed to be 18, and I did 22. And I was like, wow, I can do this thing. So when I got home that weekend, I signed up for a full marathon. So when I signed up for it, I figured that, okay, this is it. Then I kind of followed the taper schedule and noticed I had a little pain in my leg that wouldn't go away. So I figured I've already paid the money. I've already done the training. We got a cabinet full of Tylenol. So you know what? I did it. And what I learned was anything is possible. I've had so many people tell me, oh, you're disabled, you can't do this. Oh, your muscles are too far gone, you'll never be able to finish it. Oh, you have asthma, your lungs can't handle it. But you know what? You can do anything you put your mind to. This past Sunday was what I can call my first marathon. Who knows, it'll be my only, but definitely my first. And because I'm crazy, I ended up doing almost 28 miles, 27.75 miles, according to the little iPhone app. And it was awesome. It was a great feeling running with 3 friends the whole entire time. We took breaks together. We took water breaks together. We stopped and had candy breaks together. It was great. It took us 6 hours, but what the hell? We weren't racing anybody. So when you get back and the grill's shut off and the burgers are cold or whatever, you're still back. And then it's a really good feeling knowing that not only did I did it for me, but again, I got to raise some money for the awesome Griffin's Friends charity, which is a great part of this thing. But I proved to myself that anything is possible. Nobody can tell me that, you can't do something. I may not be the smartest guy around, may not be the fastest guy, but you know what? If you put something in front of me, I'm going to kill it. It's just so much fun. It's so much energy, so much good can be done from it. Will I ever run 26 miles again? Who knows? I'll try. I haven't ran since last Sunday, so I'm, after I do a little stretching, I'll go out and try it again. But, with a little bit of thought, a little bit of, going out of your comfort zone a little bit, you can get it done. And I have my 3 friends to thank. I have my shakes, which I still do once or twice a day, at least once. My isoline shake, you gotta love it, gotta try it. The E Plus shots, Mama's Little Helper, Daddy's Little Helper. It's like the 5-hour energy drink that won't kill you. It's not full of the other crap that those things have in it. And the Ionic Supreme. This is, liquid gold in a bottle. This gets you going. It evens you out, I guess you can say. So anyway, that's my story. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit me up if you liked it, or tell me what I should do. Have a wonderful Saturday, and we'll catch y'all later.